Hey everyone, welcome back to the BVTV channel, and today we're going to be kicking off Monday with some UFC Fight Night 40, the 40th Fight Night in this in the series, and it's got some big implications. A lot of these guys are vying for a title shot opportunity, being that number one contender. Big fights tonight, and excuse me, and the headline main event will be Dominic Cruz, ranked number 1 is 11-7, former bantamweight champion, as he takes on rising contender, ranked number 3, the 7-5 Sean O'Malley, who's kind of coming up on a resurgence. He had a couple losses, bounced back with a lot of wins, so he's back into top tier tape form. I can't wait to see what Sean O'Malley brings to the table coming in the main event. What is up, Tyler, man? How are you, bro? Welcome, welcome. And we're also seeing the debut here tonight of Li Jingliang. He makes his welterweight debut against Tim Means. Li Jingliang comes in with 0-0. Tim Means 3-2. You know, you got to think if Tim Means is to win this fight, he's got to kind of go up into the ranks, at least the top 10. I think he's definitely earned that. And again, a big win over Li Jingliang can do that right here tonight. I'm doing great. Hey, that's good, man. That's actually good to hear. I'm really hoping everyone's staying safe and away from all the nasty COVID Delta. I'm telling you, man, that thing is no joke. We're also going to be continuing the middleweights tournament. I am off Monday and Tuesday. Hey, I'm actually off on Sundays and Mondays, believe it or not. So that's why I was like, you know, let me get my UFC stream done with for this week, today. And then I'm pre-recording some WWE 2K Ultimate Universe mode content today or tomorrow. So we're gonna be crowning champions in that episode. We've got 4 8-pack challenges, 4 or 5 8-pack challenges. It's gonna be guys like Bruno Sammartino, Harley Race, Darby Allin, Daniel Bryan, Sean Spears, Chris Jericho, The Rock, Austin Hogan, all those great names. Hacks Molly. Hi, how are you? I love your UFC videos. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm doing pretty good, Hacks. For the most part, doing pretty good. It's Monday, trying to make sure everyone gets their Monday started off right. How are you doing? Let's start there. How are you doing, man? And I appreciate the compliment too. I love doing this. It's honestly my favorite series to do, because I love the level of unpredictability. And part of me, like, I've really been up for hours. I keep my work schedule in order with my sleep schedule. Oh man, it's nuts. I'm cool. Hey, that's good, man. I mean, it's good to see you doing all right. You should make your own universe mode with car wrestles. I was thinking about that because, you know, I was thinking about that, like, that could bring attention to Urban Pro Wrestling, my wrestling company. I was thinking about it. Also, why is that light still on? I just really realized that. Whoa! It got dark in here. My goodness, let's change the light. There we go. I was like, man, I forgot I had my like work light on. I was like, what in the world? But now I was thinking about doing that for Urban Pro Wrestling. Oh my goodness, Jilin Jing is getting absolutely wrecked. I probably just butchered his name. How do I say that name properly? Li Jingliang. What a name. Yeah, I butchered that one up. By the way, I think that round definitely goes to... Oh my god! A beautiful spinning roundhouse kick from Tim Means. That landed flush on the temple. You seen it when Lang went for what looked like a takedown or the jab either way. When he came back up, he was not protecting his face. He got absolutely rocked by that flying roundhouse kick. A very nasty shot. My goodness. And it's funny because right now, Jingliang is actually striked and landed more of his shots than Tim Means has. But obviously, Tim Means has had more significant shots that have absolutely staggered and stunned his opposition. So I heard there's gonna be rumors about UFC 5 coming out in November. I was wondering if any of you guys heard of that stuff, because I haven't heard of it until like I read something about it. So I wasn't sure if that's true or if that's like a spoof or what's the whole thing behind that.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Yeah, I have my chat screen down here on my phone so I can actually see what's going on. Because sometimes it doesn't tell me the whole like wording, so it cuts it off. No, I haven't heard anything about it. Yeah, I was, I said, apparently it's just speculation, but, I heard that they're going to try to make the UFC series a yearly thing now instead of like every 2 or every 3 years, which I think is a very interesting idea. I'm not against it necessarily because with all the releases that UFC made, the roster is always ever changing. I feel like a lot of guys get left off the roster that should be on there. So I'm not super against it. I think it would be interesting to see what changes would be made year to year. But I'm here for it. Oh my god, he's got the guillotine choke locked in. Tim Means is in a bad spot here. He's trying to come out. He's trying to apply that Von Flue choke. This has won many people championships and scored massive upsets. Can Tim Means be another fighter to score a big victory with the Von Flue choke? A lot of people call it the OSP choke, but honestly, I think that is one of the most effective submissions we have seen next to the Kimura. It's one of those moves that the moment you get locked into that and you're the fighter taking the damage and receiving that submission, it's almost completely a game over. Some of the best fighters have fallen to it.
Build a shield, kick off the hips, and get back to your feet.
Wow, this is actually great mat wrestling that you're seeing, because at one point, Tim Means, who was in a bad spot, was able to turn that around, and potentially with more time could have possibly finished the fight from that position. We're going to round number 3. It's been an amazing fight, not only on the stand but on the ground. Both for Li Jinliang, this has been an amazing debut. Yes, round number 1 was a little bit sloppy for him, but in round number 2, it felt like he was finally getting comfortable, settled into his own, found out his range, found out how much distance he needed to be effective. So for me, it looks to be that the fight was slightly turning in favor of Li Jinliang in round number 2. Oh, that was a nice little flying knee. I don't know if it landed though. That one did. See, that right there was great striking and great offensive takedown awareness. He hit them with the knee in the body. It did enough to annoy and alter Li Jinliang's movement. Because of the pain, he was able to get that nice double leg takedown. It was a solid takedown by Tim Means. You know, one of the best things that Jinliang can do from being on his back is constantly striking his opponent. It shows that he's not kind of submitting to the position he's in, and is aware of the danger that Tim Means possesses. Hey, he finally had that scouted. Oh, that was a sloppy kick. The spinning back fist landed, but it was a very weak spinning back fist. Again, nice knee to the body.
Made good use of it there with that punch, DC. Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds,
I think that was like 10 seconds left. I'm not sure if I heard the initial tap, but I believe so. You can see how Jinliang knows he's in a bad spot. He's got to try to be more aggressive. He's got to try to go for the finish. So I do think that Tim Means has done just enough to win this fight by decision. Oh my god, he just got absolutely clocked. That was a straight up jab that dropped him.
Gets up again here, but hurting over and over. He landed a big body kick.
Jinliang is a war man. I tell you, he's taking a beating.
Oh, nice back control. He's got it. He's got to get him in the air immediately.
See, I think this is where the mistake comes in. Jin Lang takes too much time backing up before he starts to then attack his opposition. When you've got him staggered for a quick second, you've got to capo. That's something that he really has not done in this fight. There you go. That's the initial tap. 10 seconds left in round number 3.
And he landed the right hand there.
Yeah, honestly, that was a very solid fight between the two. 3 well-fought rounds, but I do think Tim Means has won this fight by decision 29-28.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27.
30-27, okay. 30-27.
Unanimous decision, Tim, the Dirty Bird.
That was the right call. Tim Means goes 4-2 in the UFC. He puts Li Jingliang to 0-1, a heartbreaking loss in his debut, but a big win for Tim Means. Folks, we're going to go to the next fight that we got before I start updating things. This next fight will be in the men's flyweight division that will see the former UFC flyweight champion, the 7-7 Brandon Moreno, take on the former title challenger, Alejandro Pantoja. This fight is coming up next. Pantoja's 4-4. One of these guys will have a losing record. One of them will not. Let's get this fight on.
Round 1 is upon us between 2 of the best fighters.
Moreno in the green trunks. Pantoja in the yellow trunks.
There are no weaknesses in these guys.
Said for the first time ever in the same month, we're going to have 2 pay-per-views. We had UFC 266 at the beginning of August. At the end of August, we're going to be having UFC 267 to cap off the end of summer. And truthfully, I think we're going to be in for just a very special pay-per-view. I think the best top fighters are going to be there.
Very fast. Look at the hand speed, right?
These guys throwing early.
And it's funny because if you're Brandon Moreno, it's all about getting back to being the champion. You know, getting back to being able to make that claim. And when we resumed and pretty much restarted our UFC Universe Mode in UFC 3, Brandon Moreno was that guy for quite a while once he had defeated Jussier Formiga. And he held it for a decent bit until the rise of Alex King. And the rise of Alex King was insane. The guy was just dominant in the flyweight division. He was just a complete beast. I mean, the guy was a two-time flyweight champion, and only losing it to Demetrius Johnson after dominating the division. And what was a fantastic fight, by the way, that I think could have gone either way. Then moves up to bantamweight Alex King. He beats Jimmy Rivera. Then goes on to fight Jose Aldo. I believe it was Jose Aldo. And then gets the title shot for the bantamweight title and wins that. And has been the bantamweight king. A lot of people said that now we can finally see the super fight. Demetrius Johnson, Alex King. But before I can make that super fight official for both belts, Demetrius Johnson has to have at least one successful title defense. And, well, since he just won the belt back at 267, he'll be defending it again against, I don't know who yet. Yeah, me and the fight committee haven't decided who we want to fight that and challenge him. But if Johnson can win that one, we can definitely say that at UFC 268's pay-per-view, that'll more than likely be the main event, a super fight for both belts. We've never actually had that ever in the history of this like channel's history. Like, we've had a W2K Universe Mode since 16, 18, 19, and 20. And we've never had a champion versus champion where both belts would be on the line. So the UFC Universe Mode could be the first thing to actually do that. So it really depends on if Demetrius Johnson can successfully defend that flyweight belt, and can Alex King also stay the bantamweight champion for another pay-per-view. So there's a lot of unknown variables that could or could not play out come the end of UFC 267.
He should stay the course. He's so educated with his legs and his feet.
So Brammer's got a nasty cut above the eye. You know, luckily it's been patched up for this round. That was a nice check leg kick from him as well. Actually started updating the there we go.
He's throwing every part of himself.
Update that last fight. Bring out the good old laptop. I tell you, man, This thing is so old. Did I miss anything? Okay, good. I wish I could get rid of the tips. I don't know why it's there.
Timing the shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very active.
It's a nice, well, it was a nice first from Jussi Formiga, but now Bremer answering back and doing some heavy damage. This has been a great, this has been a, not Jussi Formiga, sorry. I said Pantoja, I don't know why I said Formiga. I'm a hot mess today.
Superman punch lands. We march on, 3 minutes to go. Well, he's really starting to land a couple of strikes here in the second round. No denying that.
So Pantoja's done a fantastic job striking. I don't know why Moreno doesn't want to try to take to the ground, and that lead leg of his is starting to give way. It's been kicked quite often. Pantoja's done a great job of systematically taking apart Brandon Moreno. You cheered those shots, man. They are nasty.
Leading with the power shot there. Nice right hand.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just updating the welterweight rankings because Tim Means is now going to be ranked number 10. Congrats to that man on that. Well done for him.
And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if there's more with that.
And you got to think too that this fight is definitely going to have implications on a ranked contender fight, just because Dodson sits in at a 9-9 record. Ray Borg is 8-8. So you got to think the guy who's going to win this fight should look at a ranking by his name, and he's going for an arm triangle, it looks like. But can he get it though? Moreno's in a decent spot to really do some damage. Might even go for an arm bar.
Look at him push the arm down, maybe stepping into a crucifix.
This is I mean, he's in a good position. Oh my! Oh, I know what this is. This is not going to end well, but can he hang on for 10 more seconds is the name of the game for Alejandro, and Pantoja survives what I thought was going to be the end of the fight. We've had some close, controversial calls toward the end of fights, and somehow Pantoja was able to hang on, survive for dear life, and he's made it to round number 3, and that literally could have been doomsday for him. So he literally got saved by the bell.
I like this guy a ton.
My oh my, he really did get saved. Like, you literally should be counting his lucky stars, if you know what I mean.
Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here.
Pantoja's face is getting more and more messed up. Oh, nice combination. There's a two-piece. And he drops Alejandro Pantoja.
That strike blocked by the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno.
Now, Moreno's strikes are just landing flawlessly, and they are landing fast and doing some significant damage. That same shot that he did, that same jab, has dropped Pantoja twice in this round. Right now, the name of the game for Pantoja is just trying to hang on for dear life. He had a great round number 1. Round number 2 was kind of going his way for some of it, but also kind of swayed to Moreno's at the end. Right now in this round, he's been absolutely smoked. So for Pantoja, he's got to really hope that he's done enough if this fight goes to a decision that he can try to edge out Brandon Moreno, who is looking unstoppable right now.
Really start to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter.
On Pantoja, I wouldn't take the fly for that knee to the face. I would have, instead of going for the uppercut. Then that leg man cannot take much more. If it keeps getting kicked, it's gonna fold. Oh, he went to go for the Superman, left himself wide open, and is getting absolutely hammered. Oh my God, what a kick! This could be it. This could really be it. Somehow Alejandro Pantoja is hanging on for dear life, but he tries to knock up the arm. He gives up the arm. And now this sets up Brandon Moreno trying to go for that armbar. He hasn't been able to move. He's trying to now set himself up to sit down and try to force Pantoja to grasp onto both arms. And he's done a good job at that. And with this, Pantoja lost the grip, but can't hang on for 10 seconds. Hanging on. It's not going to happen. Right before the end of round number 3, he tapped, but didn't tap, but he broke his arm. Brandon Moreno not trying to take any chances. Did not want to go to a split decision. And gets literally like a last-second armbar submission victory over Alejandro. This is where it went wrong. He tried to go for that front kick. Moreno beat him right to it. And then he got caught. And he got caught in the armor. He gave up the arm at the worst time. Could not hang on for time. Was down on the side in round number 3 as it was, like it was round number 2. And it enabled Brandon Moreno to get a huge submission victory at the end. Literally at the pinnacle end of round number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 56 seconds of round number 3. For the winner by submission, Brandon the Assassin Baby Moreno!
This was by far one of the most impressive performances that we have seen from Brandon Moreno. Let that be known. That was an impressive finish. Moreno 8-7, Pantoja 4-5. Next up, folks, will be in the women's flyweight division as the 3-2 Bao Li takes on the 1-1 Viviane Araujo. This fight is up next. All right, you ready? Herb Dean is the referee, by the way. No, the both fighters do not touch gloves. Like I said, folks, the middleweight tournament will continue. The winner of Derek Brunson and Yoel Romero will go on to the UFC 267 to compete for the vacant UFC middleweight championship. The reason why we even have the belt vacated is because Khabib's final fight, he moved up from lightweight to middleweight to challenge then champion George St. Pierre. It was a fantastic fight. That scene, Khabib Nurmagomedov dethroned GSP. It was a fantastic middleweight bout, and Khabib retired after that. He retired on top as the middleweight champion, and that left the void. We didn't see George St. Pierre coming back in time for the fight. Requested some personal time off, and now that's where we have the tournament going on. So I'm just quite intrigued to see who's in win. We've already had some surprise in seeing Edmund Shabazian get dropped. We've seen Luke Rockhold get bopped out of there, and Cohen Gaston too. I can't remember the fourth fight who also lost, but it was an insane 4 fights on UFC Underground 9. Underground was back for a fantastic show. So when we have these 4 guys left, you've got Royce Gracie taking on Kevin Holland in the main event of next week's fight night, and you've also got in the co-main event for tonight, Yoel Romero taking on Derek Brunson. So you've got 2 huge fights coming up, not only in this card, but in the next one after that. And the winner of that goes on to UFC 267. It's a big, the middleweight division right now is on fire, honestly. So I'm just
2 minutes to go in the round.
really excited for kind of how every division is more or less blossomed in a way, and fighters have gotten better. So that's what I've really enjoyed from it.
Nice strike. Again, back into this position.
There's Bailey trying to bully Viviane Araujo on the cage there. She's missed for a wild jumping kick. She's able to recatch. No, she did not recatch her balance. Instead got caught with a double leg takedown. Aru, this is not a smart place you want to be, but that was smart from Bailey. She realized she was in trouble with Aru. You don't want to go to the ground. She will tap you out. She'll find a weakness there. And she also may have discovered another weakness, because when you've seen how when Vivian Araujo went for that calf kick, the leg of Bailey, the lead leg, immediately kind of staggered a little bit and went to the side. So that may be a point of interest for Vivian Araujo, round number 2. Nice knee to the face. A solid round for both these fighters going to round number 2. Whew. Did I do the record? I did not do the records. Like, man, I feel like I really have not. I've been slipping. Oh. I turned my back for 1 second. Did Bailey more of a boxer slash kickboxer? She's got got some great power in her hands. I knew it. I told you that lead leg was going to be a problem. Now Vivian Araujo has a point of attack, and she's found an exploit, if you will. And if I'm Araujo, I'm going to be targeting that leg quite frequently, quite often. But right now, Bailey's still showing that maybe she's not too hurt because she keeps using that lead leg to do some massive damage. Those body kicks are starting to tie up for Bailey.
Again, she chooses to clinch here. Lands a right hand upstairs. Oh, she lands another punch. I don't know if you're going to give us an ooh-wee here, but that was a nice strike. I mean, not yet. She doesn't deserve it for that strike.
Trying to find Brandon right there. We go, Brandon. 7.
Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round 2 and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round 1.
That was a nasty shot.
Whatsoever here in round 2. She has clearly found her rhythm and range.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, it's funny because when you think about it, the body kicks have been the name of the game for Bailey. They've been effective on Vivian Araujo, but when you think about it at the same time, the calf kicks, the leg kicks from Vivian Araujo have been just as effective to Bailey. So this is just becoming what body part is going to give out for which fighter. Can the calf hang in there, or will the liver just not be able to take any more damage?
All right, so no surprise. Once again, we find ourselves here in this clinch situation. We'll see who can advance.
Who's going to be the person to dictate the pressure?
Apologies, got that yawn going, so now I'm getting tired.
From this 50-50 position. Big kick.
Because for me, I know for a lot of you guys, it's not actually like nighttime. I mean, even for me, it's not really nighttime, but like by the time I go to bed, it's like 2 p.m. because of work and stuff. So it's like, this is me going into my night, you know.
Is not getting through with any of her head strikes.
Just a slip there. $20 to go, round 2.
Guess we're going to be heading to round number 3 of this fight. Third fight in a row spot to go to round number 3, potentially. Yep. Round number 3, here we go.
All right, so the previous 2 rounds pretty entertaining, DC. We'll see who has the upper hand here as this next round gets on.
Said Bailey has made constant attempts to shake the hand, or at least touch gloves, with Vivian Araujo, and she is not here for it. Maybe there's some bad blood I didn't know about before this. Oh!
This could be the end, DC.
I mean, she hurt her so bad with that big head kick.
That was a nasty thud. I'm not even gonna lie.
Can you believe she is able to keep up this output just as she did in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes here and not slowing down whatsoever? She looks like she could go 10 hard 5s if need be tonight.
Well, that's because she probably can go 10 hard 5s, you know? That's...
Ooh, big shot, man.
It's a nasty thud.
And she landed a kick there, DC. That was well done.
Well
nice
done.
check, like, oh, let's say the need of the bodies, man.
And getting the leg there.
Oh, that's a good straight punch by her there. Nice.
Seems like she definitely has not learned.
The speed and timing it takes to land a strike like this is beautiful.
Go.
And she has that ability to do it multiple times in the fight.
She works the body as well as anybody in this division. Another strike there, and these shots are really going to take their toll as this.
I said for almost at this point over 10+ minutes. This has been some insane. Oh, she got her with the body shot. It's probably shot to the liver.
Nice body.
Does she have a soccer background? How about the kick there?
I mean, she must have a
Well, yeah, I
soccer
mean,
background.
Belly is a
Who kicks
kickboxer / boxer, so that would make sense about how she's got great kickboxing.
After getting stunned earlier in the round, it's not as though she was knocked down. She is still very much in this fight, but she has lost every moment.
Honestly, I feel like both these fighters have kind of gassed themselves out.
She got hurt.
Nice knee to the body. Oh.
Of building back and healing.
Oh my goodness! What a shot's over. Good night. Good lord. That was a ruthless combination from Bowley. What a knockout victory. And round number 3. Bowley feeling confident. What a knockout. She waited for the proper opportunity and absolutely sent Vivian Rowe to Dreamville. Good lord. That was a 3-piecer followed by a devastating roundhouse kick. And it absolutely had Vivian going down and out for the count. My goodness. Goodness gracious. Wow. Bowley 4-2 in the UFC. Vivian Rujo 1-2. Bowley with an impressive victory. As we go on to the next fight of the night. Oh, just like died right there. That's always nice. Man, folks, the next fight we got for you will be in the women's strawweight division as the 4-4 rank number 9 Paige Van Zant will take on rank number 7, the 6-6 Ronda Marcos. This fight is up next in the women's strawweight division. As we see already all that blood in the middle. It's good gracious.
Marcos' story well documented, escaped from Iraq with her family at a very young age. For years worked in a pharmacy, finally gave that up to pursue this mixed martial arts dream.
Yeah, honestly, Ronda Marcos is one of those fighters that I really do hope that that makes it. Truthfully, I really do. I'm really hoping for that. She definitely deserves to make it and becomes champion one day. And she can go on that path by beating, at least start that path by beating Paige Van Zant. It's actually going to knock her out of the ranking for strawweights. At the same time, too, it'll boost her record up to that to being 7-6, which she could desperately use right now. She does not want to be unranked following a loss in this fight. She's got to win. She knows she's in a must-win situation.
And of course, if you're fighting hands as the opponent, you leave everything else wide open.
You leave everything open, and she will dig big, brutal knees to the body.
If Marcos gets to the ground, I think Paige Van Zant loses this fight within 2 rounds.
Position here in the clinch, I can hear Dominic Cruz just screaming underhooks. My ears are bleeding a little bit.
Yeah, underhook, underhook, underhook. It's the key in that
position.
Bowley.
Let's see if Bowley is able to qualify.
Offensively and control the underhook if you're trying to escape defensively.
So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Paige Van Zant. And she connects with a punch there. We'll see if she can follow.
That's going to be a fight that we definitely got to make for the next fight night. Oh my goodness, Paige Van Zant has been absolutely just dominating Ronda Marcos, but now I think it's that's got to be it, yeah. Interesting. The nasty spinning back, just my goodness.
Her accuracy's on point. She's very busy. She's in a good flow.
Good flow. Are you kidding me? She's looking great out there.
Van Zant's kick to the body here. That one appeared to be blocked. lands another uppercut there. She's landed a few of those here tonight. That might have been the biggest of them.
That was the best one because you see her opponent start to stagger back a little bit. She didn't see that one. Right. She expected right hand coming straight.
Nice head kick.
She slipped and ducked her head a little bit. Unfortunately, she ducked her head right into a beautiful uppercut.
Back in the clinch now.
Woohoo! These are the fights, like, these two are going for the brawl. But if I'm Ronda Marksman, you got to keep trying to go for those takedowns. I feel like if she can get a takedown, she's going to win this fight. I feel like she's going to apply a submission so quickly to Paige Van Zandt. It's one of Van Zandt's weaknesses, but look at that. Ronda Marks gets absolutely wrecked at the end of that round, that uppercut. Round number 2 begins. Both fighters touch gloves to show that sign of respect.
Good job defensively to block the strike there by Marcos. Both shot lands.
Oh, big elbow.
She's starting to put together some
That's knee to the face.
body work here, and these are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. All right, so the fighters, all right, so she finally gets the takedown here after
Oh my goodness, if she would have went down
now she has the fight
and committed to that takedown.
Let's see what she can do.
I'm telling you, Paige Van's got to keep this fight on the stand-up at all times in this fight. I think Ronda Marcos wrestling is truly above Paige Van Zandt.
Oh, straight right.
Oh God, she caught that uppercut.
Her entire body into that massive uppercut, and she is seeing the rewards of her hard work.
Splits the guard, lands
It's
the
a nasty knee to the face, and right now Van Zandt is probably just applying so much pressure and doing so much damage. Marks cannot really be fully functioning. I mean, she's got to be a little bit dazed after that uppercut. She'll definitely be dazed.
She has to react. She has to go chase the finish.
That's got to be it.
What you're gonna see,
That's got to be it. That has got to be it. It's over. It is over.
holy smokes!
Paige Van Zandt, a huge knockout victory in round number 2. She applied massive pressure to Ronda Marcos and gets a big victory here tonight. She was on a couple of losses, dropping way down in the rankings. And to bounce back with a statement and knock Ronda Marcos out of being a ranked fighter, you know, she's got to feel really good about herself. 5-4, and the UFC Ronda Marcos now 6-7.
Let's get it inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's going to stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 33 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, 12-gauge, Paige Van Zandt.
Congrats to Paige Van Zandt on winning this fight. She's now 5-4 in the UFC. She takes Ronda Marcos out of the rankings, and she's now 6-7. Next up, folks, will be in the featherweight division as rank number 10, Darren Elkins, 3-3, takes on rank number 9, the 8-8 duo Choi. This fight is up next in the featherweight division.
And Ho Choi.
Dan Mergado, the referee for this fight.
Are you ready?
Fight. There we go. By the way, Darren Elkins in the blue, Duo Choi in the red. Gotta fix the
I mean, these guys are the best of
ranking
all the mixed martial
situation.
arts. They can do everything when they're locked inside of the octagon.
So there's no we do everything in like live time to be as live event as possible.
MMA on display tonight.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the
Nice takedown already from Darren Elkins.
Oh, lands a left punch there, and a lot of it's set up by good footwork.
really great footwork and setting traps so that he can land that beautiful left hand.
Let's see.
Side control here.
Nice action. Could go for Kimura from this position.
Careful here. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike
Well, at this point, ground and pound always seems like a lost art, being honest.
He is not pity-pat. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the
Jessica Payne's got to feel good. She's now ranked number 10 in the women's strawweight division. She's got to be feeling great.
Here as he works out of side control.
So Duarte's a tough guy to submit, if I'm being honest with you. It's not going to be an easy time at the office for Darren Elkins.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Darren Elkins.
He's putting him in exactly the position he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Darren Elkins.
I mean, yeah, 20 strikes around one at this point is pretty good, but right now, oh, Duho Choi with a flurry of offense. Uh-oh, you seen how that little leg kick really messed up the leg of Darren Elkins. And Elkins doing a great job of going to the ground. He's realizing quickly that Duo Choi will wreck him on the stamp, so he's got to go to the ground. But again, Duo Choi is also no slouch on the ground. He's a very well-rounded fighter that we had a feeling was going to give Darren Elkins some problems overall. So the real question is, how will Darren Elkins make adjustments going into round number 2, try to avoid the mistakes that he's made? Beautiful to the hip toss, but again, Troy got right back up.
45 seconds remain in the round. Oh, that is exactly.
You've got to be impressed by that. I mean, this has been some amazing, just counter defense here from Darren Elkins. These takedowns are great. They're innovative.
Elkins gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round 1.
Round number 2.
Second round underway.
Guess there was a lot of love lost here between these two. So move that up, which is perfect. I don't move their records up, so I make sure I updated it. Yep.
Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that. Oh, beautiful entry.
Nice takedown.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master.
I was like, why can't I find Duo Choi or this guy's name? I was so confused when I was like, that's not right.
Well, these are some excellent ground and pound
targeting the body. This is a good strategy here by Darren Elkins. Hey, what's up, Wally? How are you, man? How's it going? Like I said, folks, brother, we'll be doing the 2K universe mode. It'll be a very big time series. So I care if that. What was guys seeing, guys? Bruno Sammartino, Harley Race. We've got so many names. I mean, we've got 5 8-pack challenges to crown champions. We've got the four-man tag team match. We've got a lot going on for the WWE, but also the UFC. It's been an amazing series. I love doing this back with our weekly fight night, and that's good to hear that you're doing good too. Well, I'm actually liking it. Now, my one thing I wanted to ask: how do you guys feel about doing a boxing universe mode, right, on the PS3? It would be something that actually premieres, but I think it would be kind of cool to do that. But I want to get your guys' opinion on what you guys think of boxing in general, because we are this. Like I said, this is at the end of the day is always going to be like a sports-focused channel, I feel. So things like wrestling, things like UFC are always going to have a home. Good Lord, Darren Elkins, good night! Wow! Fantastic ground and pound from Darren the Damage Elkins, and an amazing knockout. Wow! Typically, guys survive those shots, but not Duarte's. And Darren Elkins kept finding and kept timing perfectly where Duarte's was going to sort of bob his head and bob and weave, and he just absolutely wrecked Duo Choi. Nice win. Boxing history. I'll tell you, man, like, I think there's like Roy Jones. I know like Mike Tyson. I know like there's Fight Night champions. I know I have round 4, which round 4 is not a bad boxing game. but it could be better. Good fight, punches. Oh man, this was a striking and also great just wrestling match as well. It was great. Darren Elkins really looked that. If this is the form we can get Darren Elkins in, Darren Elkins can easily fly up the rankings here in the featherweight division. He had a dominant performance here tonight. 4 and 3 for Darren Elkins. Why can I not? It's okay. And that also puts Joe Troy to 8 and 9 as we go on to our next fight, which is going to be in the heavyweight division. Because in that fight, it's going to be the 9 and 8 Daniel Cormier, who's been on a massive winning streak. I think his record was like 3 and 8, by the way, when we started the UFC 4 series. So Daniel Cormier has done almost everything he can. He's won the last. So I don't know why it took me that long to do that map, but he's won the last 6 fights. He is riding a 6-fight win streak, one of the longest active win streaks in the heavyweight division. And he's, oh my good God! Kimbo Slice is trying to defend his ranking with everything he's got. But before I can even finish that statement, Kimbo Slice is ranked number 9. He's got 4 wins and 4 losses. Kimbo knows that if he loses this fight, he's going to be out of the rankings, which he's been knocked out of the rankings once before. So I'm really curious to see what if Kimbo Slice can end the 6-fight win streak, oh goodness lord, of Daniel Cormier. I think Daniel Cormier is really learning how powerful those punches are from Kimbo Slice. Problem is you can't avoid those shots at all. Just watching tough choices. Yeah, honestly, man, it's like the power that was in the hands of Kimbo Slice, man, is it's wild. I really can't put into words accurately enough to describe the power that guy had, and Daniel Cormier is unfortunately to feel that out. I think the one saving grace is going to be Daniel Cormier's wrestling.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch.
This is where he's got to excel. He's going for this triangle choke. This is how guys are going to have to forcefully beat Kimbo Slice, is going on the ground and not trying to have a stand-up fight. Good luck, who wins? I mean, it's going to be something like this. He's got a nice arm triangle. This is not a great spot to beat if you're Kimbo Slice. And he's out. Kimbo Slice has been put to sleep. He's done. Stop the fight. Daniel Cormier, triangle choke, 7-fight win streak now. You know he's going to have a ranking by his name. He's 10 and 8. You know he's going to flop the rankings too. I mean, and look at the swagger from Daniel Cormier. Welcome to the top 10, DC.
He does a great job of staying patient.
Beautiful judo hip toss, applies the arm triangle with ease to win this fight. Nice and solid submission win. I still haven't updated the featherweights. Congrats to Daniel Cormier winning the fight, folks. Let's go on to the next fight tonight. DC 7-fight win streak. Amazing. Next up, though, will be in the lightweight division. As ranked number 5, the 3-2 Rustam Khabilov will take on ranked number 9, the 2-2 Jim Miller. This fight is up next in the lightweight division. Yves Levine, the referee for this bout. By the way, Khabilov in the red, Miller in the blue. So far, this fight night has not disappointed. I think we've had some fantastic action all throughout the card so far. I'm looking at this. There's a lot of fighters that are vying for a title shot. Going in. Wow, we already got a guillotine choke from Jim Miller, and he's on his back roll. Rustam Khabibulov is not a guy you really want to... Uh-oh. Jim Miller's got to be careful.
We're getting a finish here.
He has to be very careful from this position because Rustam Khabibulov has made a history of doing the Von Flue choke, and right now, this is the very bad situation for Jim Miller. And what was it? Wrestling tonight is Monday. Yeah, I've heard Raw's gotten better since Lashley's been champion. I'm not too sure. I don't really watch Raw, but has it been getting better? Wow, and he already went to the arm triangle. I can't even have. I have time to update these records. Rustam Khabibulov is looking like $1,000,000. But if he flattens himself out, he's gonna give Jim Miller a unhappy feeling. If he grasps up, Jim Miller's gonna be in a world of trouble. And Miller able to escape. You've seen there's a little bit of a window for Jim Miller to still slip his head out of and escape that, and that's exactly what he did. When I tell you guys, I've been up for like almost 20-something hours. I really have been. I've gotten to no sleep. So if I'm like stuttering my words and there's that, I'm just tired.
It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch.
He got his foot on the hip, and now he's throwing
again.
A triangle attempt. He's going to try to move.
Holy mackerel! I don't think we've seen this many chokes from one fighter in a round. This has got to be his. Like 3-4 submissions already.
Get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch his.
This has been insane.
Oh, now he's in trouble.
And he's fighting him out. Now he's got to squeeze. If he squeezes, Jim Miller's going to be in a world. And now he's got it in. There is no way Jim Miller can survive this submission. And he is done. Rustam Khabibulov, arm triangle submission for the win. And round number 2, Khabibulov looked like an absolute beast in this fight. The only time he looked like he was in a bad spot was when he was put into that guillotine, and then once he applied the Von Flue choke, Jim Miller was able to escape that. After that, I mean, what was that? That was like 3 consecutive arm triangles, and there was nowhere to run, nowhere to hide for Jim Miller. So, folks, I haven't even been able to actually update any of the previous fights. Oh no. Khabibulov 4-2 in the UFC. Jim Miller unranked now at 2-3.
Declaring the winner by tap out due to arm triangle choke, Rustam Khabibulov.
Congrats to Rustam Khabibulov on winning this fight. 4-2, going to move up in the rankings as we go on to the next fight of the night. Guys, tap out, jeez. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I give him credit. I mean, like I said, for Miller, he didn't necessarily have to tap out in that type of hold because he still had a sliver of a pocket to escape from. But once Khabibulov sat there and was able to really crunch down and have his arm solidly around the back of the neck, not the back of the neck, the front of the neck, your airway is going to be closing because of all that pressure. So as Miller tried to hang in there for that long, there was nowhere for him to go, and he was just forced to tap out at that point. You got to think about too, he escaped that submission about 2 or 3 times. Yeah, that takes a lot of stamina, endurance, and a lot of your strength to escape from when you're being choked out like that. So once that 3rd arm triangle in a row came in consecutively, it was only going to be a certain amount of time until Jim Miller just couldn't escape anymore and either pass out from all the pressure or tap out. And that's what I mean, tapped out. And there's no shame in that for when you got put in that many submissions. Goodness gracious, Dominic Reyes with a beautiful roundhouse kick. And by the way, folks, I'm like behind on the introduction for this fight. And the light heavyweight division, ranked number 9, 4-3. Dominic Reyes, who's in the blue trunks, takes on ranked number 6, former light heavyweight champ, if I'm not mistaken, Volkan Oezdemir, who's 7-5 in this series. So, big little light heavyweight action here. As I try to update the last few fights, I have not done any of that.
Well, the NFL's lost, the UFC's gained as Dominic Reyes lands another huge kick here tonight.
Dominic Reyes is a former football player. Will you look at that? That's crazy. Because I don't see it in them. I really don't, if I'm being honest.
A guy that's just a running damaging kicking strikes.
So just over 20 total strikes have already connected for Volkan Oezdemir.
Use punches and uppercuts, guys. In the UFC. I mean, you know, it's funny that you mentioned that, Wally, because looking back at, I think some of the craziest knockouts have actually came from the underhanded uppercut, man. It's insane how many knockouts we've seen from guys who try to go for a takedown and actually get dropped by the uppercut. It's an amazing weapon that not many people use. And look, it's Volkan Oezdemir with some nice offense. That was his great punch. You know, DC just coming off of a fight, like literally took off his like work clothes to go join that fight. So, by the way, not necessarily this month, but more than likely in September, we're going to see Sodiq Yusuff make his debut, because he's got to come into the scene. So, just bring that. He'll be on the first Fight Night or Underground after. So I'm kind of excited to see what Sodiq Yusuff is going to bring to the featherweight division.
Beautiful right hook counter.
They've still got to fix the heavyweights. Oh no.
30 seconds now to go in the round. Unable to connect with the right hand.
Goodness gracious, Volkan Oezdemir, man. Oh goodness. Oh my god. Oh good lord. Oh. Round number 2. This crowd's on their feet. I don't even know how Dominic Reyes is still conscious. Whew. I don't think Dominic Reyes is much left in this fight. If I'm going to be honest with you, I just... You're really hearing those thuds, man. They're getting worse and worse. I don't know. This guy doesn't have much left. I don't even know how he's standing. I'm getting rain on Tuesday from the tropical storm Fred. I think I'm also getting rained on Tuesday. I'm not too sure yet, honestly. Good God, that should have stopped him right then and there. It's over. I don't even know how he's still conscious. That spinning back fist should have ended the night.
Well, you gotta stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch.
Like, wow. Can he hang in there? Ooh. I'm still trying to update these records as quickly as possible.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here. Ooh-wee, what a right hand by this young man.
Ooh, what a right hand is right.
Crazy accuracy.
I'm trying to make sure DC gets his proper ranking.
You got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop.
You got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain postures.
Like I said, if you're in the light heavyweight division, we have a new champion and Chuck Liddell cover up the punches are deadly. The punches aren't even deadly, man. They're just...
Total strikes have landed for Volkan Oezdemir.
It's insane. I have a word for it. Like, Volkan Oezdemir's punches right now are on point. And they are just landing with such precision and such force. The human and the skull cannot take that type of force right now. And the fact I told you, I don't know how much this guy's got left. It's like it's kind of like cringing because you just know eventually he's gonna fold. We just don't know what shot's gonna do it.
Oh, a huge block there.
So these shots are not light, man.
Good punch lands.
You hear it? Yeah, you do. Oh my goodness! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Volkan Oezdemir
Yeah, that right there is
with a highlight performance.
Absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot.
He brings Dominic Reyes to 4-4 in the UFC. Oezdemir goes to 8-5 in the UFC. Beautiful hook that absolutely is going to stop the lights and end the night for Dominic Reyes, man. Oh my God, he really felt like a lamp, right? Like a lump on a log.
That ended his opponent's night.
Bruce Buffer has
Can't win. That was an impressive win. I'm not gonna lie. Wow, that was GG indeed. So I still have to do the lightweights and then I'll have light heavyweights. I'm still trying to catch up. Congrats to Uzdemir, 8-5 in the UFC. He's gonna move up in the rankings. We're going to the next fight of the night. We've got 3 fights left, and this one is destined to be a really, really good one because it's in the women's bantamweight division, and it's going to be featuring the ranked #1 fighter, the 3-1 former title challenger, Toledo Alcantara, who would love nothing more than to get another crack at Ronda Rousey's women's bantamweight championship, or will be her opponent, who, by the way, is ranked #3 with the 3-1 record, Juliana Pena, who is going to face Rousey for the women's bantamweight title at UFC 267. This is a big fight for one of these two women. Actually, that Alcantara actually changed her trunks too after the loss from Rousey. I think it says, what is that? The king is back, or whatever. We're rocking the Conor McGregor trunks. Look at these two fighters, man. There go. Oh, she didn't go for that judo hip toss, and she was able to push off her. Well done, but still got caught with the double leg takedown.
Looks like she's trying to set up a submission.
I think she's going to go for an armbar from this position. I'm not quite certain. It's not. Now she's fluidly gone for the armbar. Are we going to see a first round finish? No way. And a first round finish for Toledo Alcantara, who just bounced back with her first loss being to Rousey. We're going to run it back. Rousey versus Alcantara 2 is going to happen. If Toledo Alcantara, who symbolically beat Juliana Pena with the same move that beat her for the title, that is a statement made, and I guarantee it's been heard loud and clear by the women's bantamweight champion Ronda Rousey. This fight 2 between these two, is going to be a lot of bad blood, and I cannot wait. Alcantara, Rousey 2, UFC 267. We can guarantee that. Wow. That was a dominating performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 33 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar,
How about this young woman as the celebration is on?
Well, folks, Alcantara now 4-1 the UFC. Juliana Pena 3-2, heartbreaking for Pena, but what a big win in the United Center for Toledo Alcantara. Next up, folks, is going to be the middleweight division tournament that we got going on. This is the first semifinal fight of 2. The second will be next week, and the finals for the vacant belt will be at the pay-per-view. By the way, folks, former middleweight champion, the 15-10, ranked #1, Yoel Romero, will take on ranked #4, the 9-7, Derek Brunson, who will be cashing their ticket in to compete for the vacant middleweight championship of the world. Will it be Romero in the red? Will it be Brunson in the blue? This is going to be a good one. Two guys with immense knockout power. Romero with some nasty wrestling. It's going to make for a great fight here. 3 rounds. Now, after this, folks, we'll be at the main event in the men's bantamweight division. Dominic Cruz, ranked #1, 11-7, takes on ranked #3, the 7-5, Sean O'Malley. And the main event spot, 5 rounds, if need be, in that fight. So, like, again, Derek Brunson does not look to be in a great way.
Nice job by Romero there on the feet, not only sticking but moving to avoid the counterattack.
Whew. I knew this was going to be intense. I knew that. Oh my goodness.
Just get out of the way whenever you try to hit him. He's always been a phenomenal athlete, and he continues to be that even as he's aged.
Trying to find the records for these guys. It's so hard. There we go.
Oh, straight right.
Goodness gracious. Derek Brunson is staggered and rocked. Yoel Romero
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Soldier of God gets hit by that leg kick.
Oh, nice high kick.
That was a nice hit, I agree.
Nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that,
it was a sickening shot on the impact, man, I tell you.
Nice punches.
Goodness gracious, Derek Brunson.
It was absolutely perfect, John. Great placement on that uppercut.
Wow, that.
See my, oh my God! Derek Brunson trying to finish this fight. Here goes Dane Spard going to the ground
He's trying to control posture
with Yoel Romero. Is that a smart idea? I wouldn't necessarily say so. But Brunson feels confident in his wrestling boots, so I'm not going to doubt him as much.
Less than a minute to go in the round. A lot of top pressure being applied.
So because of Joe Lawson's win over Michael Chandler a few weeks ago, he's actually going to be ranked number 10 in the middle in the lightweight division. Good job for Joe Lawson. He's been hanging there for that ranking.
Push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Well, this is exactly what
Yeah, it was all about, so far for me, it was about updating these ranks. I know we got the heavyweights, the lightweights, middleweights, lightweights.
Second round underway.
Alright, so I've gotten almost all of them updated as we're also, as I'm commentating. The double duty for today. Typically I never struggle with this, actually. I typically get it done pretty easily, but man, some of these fights have been so intense I've had to actually sit there and look up and really go all in on it. Derek Brunson right now is probably, oh my God, he's having the best performance of his lifetime. Can he finally become the challenger for the middleweight title? So it's vacant, so he'd be the first man, or first fighter, to be announced for that middleweight title fight. This is literally do or die for Derek Brunson.
He hasn't needed to enter his opponent's guard yet, and he may not have to. He may not have to. He's doing a real good job of being aware.
So Derek Brunson has like literally the toughest road out of anyone. His first fight was against Luke Rockhold, the guy he could never really beat. And then it's against Romero, another guy he had a hard time trying to beat. So if he beats Romero and Rockhold, I think we're seeing the most complete form of Derek Brunson yet.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by
the when Dana Cormier does, I try not to laugh so hard. Because it's honestly funny.
And striking at a 44% clip against Yoel Romero. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pockets. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Cruz.
Yeah, the shots off the jab have been nasty.
2 minutes remain in the round. Right hand upstairs.
Try to update these referees quickly and the ranking as quickly as possible. Typically, it just never takes me this long. Oh, he just clocked him into the next world. He's got to keep striking. Can he finish the fight? And he does. Derek Brunson knocks out Yoel Romero and will be one of the men competing for the vacant UFC middleweight championship at UFC 267. A big win tonight. It pushed him forward into his first title defense. His first title fight in almost, I think, 2 years. So for Derek Brunson, for always being his two guys who've always kind of stopped him from getting that shot, it was Yoel Romero and Luke Rockhold, and he in 2 weeks has overcame both those obstacles. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen,
referee
division. This contest at 3 minutes, 35 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Derek Brunson.
Well, Yoel Romero is now 15-11 in the UFC. Derek Brunson is now 10-7. Congrats to Derek Brunson on a big win as we're going to our main event of the evening. We'll see Derek Brunson compete for the middleweight title. It was 2-7. And speaking about UFC 267, both these guys are fighting for their #1 contendership spot. See who will take on Alex King at UFC 267 for the bantamweight title. Will it be the former champion, rank #1, 11-7 Dominic Cruz, or will it be rank #3, rising contender Sean O'Malley, who's 7-5? This is your main event, folks. 5-round if need be. The main event in the United Center. Dan Marriott, the ref. Let's get it on. Here we go. This has been an insane stream. These fights have been phenomenal, and the main event certainly will deliver. And it's still great seeing guys like Dominic Cruz to be able to main event fight nights.
All right, here we go. First round is underway. No denying the big reach advantage for him tonight. We'll see if he can get that jab going early.
Look for him to circle on the outside. Use that long jab.
Brunson and Romero both have their records updated.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Like I said, folks, it really just it's been so special.
Just out of range with that right hook.
This tournament.
Right punches there.
It's brought the best of everyone in the middle division, but overall, when we took the time away of pay-per-views for a while, and we had a bunch of fight nights, some of the best fight nights too, we have seen just some phenomenal fights. And now that we're having to bump the pay-per-views again for a little while, it seems the guys have even become more hungry. Oh, I think that was the leg too. It just kind of swelled up for Dominic Reyes. It was his former lead leg, but now he's trying to change his stance and also use that as more of an attacking weapon now. But that's going to pay some dividends off for O'Malley in later rounds, if it goes to later rounds. Now he's going to target both lead legs, and if you have two non-functioning legs, it'll be a lot easier to enact a game plan, and O'Malley knows that. Oh my goodness, he fell right into that kick from Dominic Cruz, which O'Malley did not see come. Oh my God, good night! Dominic Cruz, round #1 in the main event.
Beautiful shot to end the fight right there.
He went for the head kick, he nailed it. Punched him a couple times, O'Malley got back up, an elbow to the jaw, followed by an uppercut, sent O'Malley for the good night, and we'll be seeing Alex King versus Dominic Cruz for the bantamweight title, UFC 267, and good night, Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley's now 7-6, Dominic Cruz 12-7 in the UFC. Well, you look at that, folks. Wow.
Get the job done.
The official decision is in. We said it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata calls a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 53 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Dominic the Dominator Cruz.
Honestly, congrats to Dominic Cruz, man. A dominant performance. And folks, we got one more part to this show, and that is the awards. And then we are going to call it there for a stream. But the UFC 267 fight card is looking amazing. 11 championship fights, 11 fights on that card, looking great. Performance night KO definitely goes to Dominic Cruz. Performance night submission definitely goes to Alcantara. And 5 night definitely does go to Moreno and PANTOJA. I agree with all of these awards. So with that being said, everyone, thank you guys so much again. Please do leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to BVTV. Happy Monday. Hopefully this got your week off right. And we'll see you next time, everybody. Subscribe. And as always, stay off the hook.